Yo, what's good? On today's video, I got the how to make a character customizer or character customization, whatever you want to call it, and stuff like that. You guys know when you're playing. You guys saw the thumbnail of the video. You guys know when you're playing like usually like RPG type games and stuff. You have it where you can change like there's preset shirts, pants, hair, accessories, height, skin color, stuff like that. I'm gonna be adding on to it though, because as you guys can tell by from the title, this is the part one. So in part two, I'm gonna add data saving and stuff. So because I already know people are gonna ask like how to save this and stuff. I'm gonna add data saving in part two because I knew that'd be like a whole extra thing. So I'm gonna add data saving in part two, as well as like other things like accessories, hair, and all that stuff. I just wanted to introduce this general topic and stuff. Saw a couple people requesting this. And y'all showed it a lot of love on when I did the polls in my Discord server and on my YouTube channel. So I was like, I bet, I got y'all with it and stuff. What's up to everybody who's watching the premiere right now? Thank you guys for all the love and support you guys been showing me. I really do appreciate it. We're halfway to 7,000 subs, and let's go ahead and get there. But anyway, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Okay, I just have to make sure my thing is on because I'm about to do a lot of explaining. Okay, so first things first, let's knock out the simple stuff. We're gonna insert a remote event into replicated storage. You're gonna name said remote event character event, right? Then we're gonna go to server storage, right? Open up server storage. Okay, so I'm gonna explain because I know this looks, it's already done because it's done because there's IDs and stuff, and I didn't feel like putting those all in a notepad to then drop them in. Like, it wouldn't really make sense, and it'd be a lot extra work for no reason. So okay, so I'm explaining how this works. Okay, so this is our ID folder, even though technically everything inside of the folders aren't IDs. But anyway, so you're gonna want to insert a folder, right, into server storage, name said folder, ID folder, right? Then you're going to want to insert a folder into ID folder, right, for each like, let's say property, right? For each property you're trying to change. So far I've only done height, skin color, shirt, and pants. And as always, if you watched any of my other videos, remember what I say. Naming is very important. What you name this is very important. So I would recommend you guys name it exactly as how I've done it. Like, use the same names I used and then change it afterwards once I finish the entire thing, because names are very important. Okay, so you're going to want to insert a folder for each property you're going to be changing, right? Then inside of that, you're going to want to insert a number value depending on what it is. I'm going to go through each folder, so just bear with me. So for height, we're going to want to insert a number value. So you would name, so for each one you're going to name it 1 2 3. So you know how when you're clicking the arrows to cycle between the options like 1 2 3 4, like hairstyle 1, hairstyle 2, hairstyle 3, etc., right? That's what this is and stuff. So this is the order it's going to go in: 1 2 3. So you're going to want to name each one. You can have more than 3, by the way. This is just what I put, or less than 3. This is just how much I went with, right? So you just want to keep it in order: 1 2 3. You want to put you want the name to be the number, and then the value is going to be like whatever you're changing it to. So since this is height, we're going to be updating the height for 1 1.2, 2 1.4, 3 1.6, right? That's how height works. So remember, these are number values, right? That's the name, that's the value, right? Then for skin is a little different because with skin, I inserted a body color. So insert body colors. This is pretty much what determines the player's skin tone, right? And stuff. So you just insert a body color, name it 1 2, name it 1 2 and 3, right? Names down here, by the way, name property down here, and then you would just set the color based on whatever you want. So usually it goes from lightest to darkest. So of course 1 would be white, 2 would be like a kind of light skin type color, and then 3 would be like a brown skin, like like a white person, Asian, and then like a black person, like me. But anyway, so then you would close the skin folder, then you would open up the shirt folder, and then it's similar to the how we set up the height folder: number value, name, and everything. The only difference is you'd put your ID here, the ID of the shirt or pants and stuff, right? You would throw that ID here. As you guys can see, the different IDs. You guys can actually use these IDs and stuff. So yeah, this is one of the few times you guys can actually use the IDs and stuff, because it's kind of a global thing, I guess you could say. So yeah, you guys can actually use the IDs I used and stuff. So yeah, so that's the shirt, and then pants is set up the same exact way. We have the IDs, right? These are just basic pants and shirts. I didn't make any of these and stuff. I just got them from the marketplace. But yeah, so once you've done that, like I said, make sure all the folders inside of ID folder, make sure the naming is the exact, it matches mine, and then make sure the main folder, the ID folder, is parented to the server storage, and just like that, we are done setting that up. That, in my opinion, is probably low-key kind of the most complicated part of this, but we're gonna get into the UI, and you'll know if it's most complicated or not. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get to setting up the UI. Okay, so I'm gonna have to keep double checking because I'm doing a lot of explaining, so I definitely don't want it to cut out or anything. Anyway, so we're gonna insert a screen GUI into starter GUI. You're going to rename set screen GUI to character GUI, right? Then you're going to want, we're actually, this is the first, actually, I've never even done it like this before. We don't need a frame because the way I'm going to have it is like this. Let me show you guys what it's going to look like. So you guys know when you join those games and to customize your character, right? How it's like at a angle, like, how do I explain it? Like, it's like this. It's like this, yeah, right? Like you have your customization UI here and stuff like that. And then you could see your avatar, player, character, whatever, standing in front of you and you can't move and jump, stuff like that. But that's how we're going to have it set up. So yeah. So we don't need a frame. We don't need like a background or anything. We literally just need like buttons and text labels. Okay. So first things first, I guess let's knock out the text label. We're gonna insert a text label, right? We're going to rename set text label to title text label. Boom, right? Then you guys can, set the properties whatever way you want. We're going to put a UI corner in it, or at least I'm going to do that. So I'll make it like 20. I'm gonna move it to like, the top of the screen. Probably gonna make it a little bigger and stuff. I'm gonna set it to rich text, scale the text. We're gonna put it as character. I'm gonna set the text to character customization, and then obviously since I obviously want it to just be like on one line instead of two lines, I'm going to increase the size. So by like 400, I think. Yeah, I think it should be good. So by 400. So I'm gonna leave that at the top, right? There's our title text label, right? Then we are going to need a finish button. So let's insert a text button. This is going to be the only button we're actually going to need. So you're going to rename, or sorry, one of the only buttons that's parent to the character GUI, I guess is a better way to put it. So you're going to rename this to finish button, right? This is for, of course, self-explanatory. When you finish, customizing your character and you're ready to play the game. So you can duplicate the UI corner, throw it into all of them. That's how I'm just going to set mine up, right? So then you're going to, of course, go down here, set the properties for the text, set the text to finish. I'm going to set the text color to white, right? The text stroke, set transparency to 0, and then I'm going to make the background green, right? This is, I think, literally the only thing, the only UI thing I set that I gave actual color to. Anyway, we're done setting up the basic stuff. Now we're going to get into the actual customization for the character and stuff. So you're gonna want to, you could really, yeah, let's duplicate it. So you can duplicate the character, the title text label thing, right? So you go up here. Of course, you're definitely gonna want to make this much smaller. So like cut it in half. Yeah, I'll cut it in half really, and then probably do set this like 40. Yeah, like 40, right? And then you're gonna rename it. So for this, we're going to do shirt first. So let's do shirt text label. We rename it to shirt text label, right? Then in the text, you're just gonna say shirt, right? Now you're going to want to insert a couple things into it, right? The good thing is we're literally just gonna duplicate this, move them, and then just rename them, and then we save so much time. It's just busy work at this point. So we're going to insert a number value into this, right? We're going to rename this value to selected number. This pretty much means how to keep track of like which one the player has selected, like if they're on 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., right? So of course by default the value is going to be set to 0, right? Because whatever this value is going to be displayed once we create the actual display value, because this is just the number value that keeps track of it. We're going to create a display value that's going to be based off of this value. So we're going to then insert our, do I want to do arrows for, yeah, let's do arrows. So I'm going to insert a text button, right? So I'm going to say, I'm going to insert it, did I just do the finish? I might actually, I don't even know what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to just insert a text button actually. So I'm going to insert a text button, right, into the text label, right? And I'm going to rename this to left arrow button, as the name implies. When you're pressing left, you're decreasing. So we're going to go to the text and put a left arrow, rich text, scale the text, bold, right? And then with this, we do not want a background. So for this, we don't want a background. And you're also gonna want to move it over, right? And then of course we're gonna want to, since this is a button, we're of course gonna want to, decrease the size by like a lot. So like, I'm so confused. What just happened to the text? I'm like so confused. I'm not totally sure what just happened to the text. It literally just like disappeared. What? What in the world just happened? Huh. That is so. What did I just do? I have literally no idea. What did I just do? It's like I can't see it. What in the world? I'm literally so confused. What just happened? Hmm. How strange. That is so weird. Yeah, I honestly have no idea what just happened. Did I set the text transparency by mistake? Text scale, text transparency. No, that's 0. Um, that is so weird. Uh, I have no idea what just happened, but I think 'cause I didn't scale it. Maybe that's why. It's because I didn't scale it. Oh, well, anyway. Okay, so then, like I was saying, we're gonna set this to like 50, and it disappeared again. Okay, what is going on? Why does it keep disappearing? What in the world? I have no idea why he keeps like disappearing. That's so weird. I did not encounter that. Well, okay. If you encounter that issue where like for some reason it keeps disappearing, then just select and deselect. I mean, deselect and then select again. Scale the text. That should fix it. I don't know why it's doing that, but yeah. Anyway, so text stroke. I actually don't want text stroke, right? So you're going to after scaling it down, right? Because we don't want it to be, too long. Let me throw it. Okay, so scale, boom, right, and you could throw it like right up here, right? So you want it to be like right next to it. So once we've created the left arrow button, we can then of course create the right arrow button. So duplicate this by selecting and pressing Control D. Boom, you're gonna just move it over, but you want to leave a space in between for the actual display value. So you're going to rename this to right arrow button, and then you're gonna change the text to right arrow. And then for the last thing, we're going to insert a text label, right? You're gonna insert another text label, and then you're going to also want the sizing to be, down. So size like 50, right? And then for this, by default, you want to set the text to 0, right? For this, I want to set the text color to white, and I want it to have a black text stroke, so 0, right? And then just like the other two, we do not want a background. So you could throw this in here. You really don't want it to be too big size wise, I should say, because you don't want it to like kind of interfere with like the text buttons. So like, yeah, I'm gonna just throw it in the middle, boom, just like that, right? I think that's in sync. So let me just double check. Okay, I'm good. So I think that's in sync. So just like that, right? We can go ahead and rename said text label to selected number text label. Here's how we're going to display, which one the player has selected at that moment, right? Then we're going to duplicate this. So we're going to duplicate this for me 3 times. However many properties you guys plan on changing, you guys can update it you guys can add as much as you want. But I'm gonna assume most of you who's watching right now probably don't know how to make it on your own for other properties that I don't cover in this video. So we're more than likely everyone's gonna have 4. But anyway, so I'm gonna duplicate this, and then I'm going to simply just drag it down, duplicate it again, drag it down, duplicate it again, drag it down, right? You just need 4. So for the second one, let's rename it to pants text label. The text equal to pants, and then we don't have to do anything. We literally don't, because all this stuff is literally the same, so we don't have to do anything else. So literally you're just renaming and setting the text. That's it. So text to skin. Change the name to skin text label. Boom, right? And then for the last one right here, then I'm going to set this to height by learn how to spell height text label. Boom, right? Then I'm going to set the text to height, right? And then boom, just like that, we're done. I just realized, why do they, that's so weird. Like, why do they, I just realized, oh, these are not like, like in sync. Well, yeah. I mean, you guys can fix this stuff. Just fix it. I don't know why it's like weird like that. Like, it's like not, yeah, there we go. That looks better. I don't know why it's like they're not like skilled or not skilled. They're not like sticking together properly. Anyway, so just like that, guys, just like that, we're done with the UI stuff. Honestly, thought it would have took longer when I was originally making it, but yeah, it didn't take long. We're done with the UI. Now all we gotta do is just script it, and the code is 100 lines total. It's not even that much. So let's go ahead and open up Starter Player, insert a local script into Starter Player scripts, right? Make sure you have that character remote event ready to go, right? We're going to delete print hello world. We're going to rename this local script to character script and parentheses put local, right? Then we are going to create some variables. So first let's get the local player. So let's say local player is equal to game dot players dot local player. Then I'm going to get the character GUI. I'm gonna say local character GUI is equal to player dot player GUI. We're gonna say wait for child character GUI. Then I'm going to get the character mode events. Local character event is equal to game that replicated storage wait for child character events. And lastly, for the last variable, we're going to create a first drawing. We're going to say local first. Actually, now I think my do I actually need this? Because shouldn't design. Hold on. Yo, actually, hold on. Let me see something real quick. I'm actually trying to see something. I might not honestly need to create a variable. I'm trying to see something real quick. I don't know why ideas pop into my head like mid thing while I be testing. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so never mind. We don't need. Yeah, okay. So we only need those three variables then. Okay. I had it set up with like an if statement to detect if like the player like joined the game for the first time. But anyway, so then we're going to disable the reset button, which I also plan to make this a video by the way too. Okay, I'm good. I plan to make this a video too on showing you guys how to disable the reset button, so you guys know you press R, reset your character. This is so that players cannot reset their character. So I'm gonna say local start GUI is equal to game service starter GUI. I probably should have got a starter GUI service, but it doesn't matter. Then I'm gonna say set core in quotation marks, and then you're gonna say reset. Make sure you spell this exactly as I'm spelling it. Reset button call back, right? And then you're gonna put comma, and then you're gonna say false to disable it, right? Then we're gonna re-enable it when we're done. Then I'm gonna say player dot character wait for child humanoid, right? Then you're gonna say that walk speed is, let's see, how do I want to do this? Player dot character dot walk speed is equal to 0, right? But before we do that, we of course need to wait for the actual character. So we're gonna say workspace wait for child player dot name, right? Then I was gonna, yeah, I feel like that's way too zoomed in. But anyway, then after that, we're going to make it so that we're gonna set the player's camera in front of the player so that they can see themselves as they change. So we're gonna say workspace dot current camera, but camera type. We got to change the camera type first. So enum dot camera type is equal to scriptable. Then we're gonna say workspace dot current camera dot c frame is equal to c frame dot new player dot character, right? Dot humanoid root part dot c frame times c frame dot new, in parentheses you're going to put 0 comma 0 comma negative 6.5, right? Then on the outside you're going to say dot position, then you're going to say comma player dot character dot humanoid root part dot position. It's the same thing I used in my transformation video, the cutscene thing. Anyway, we're going to use a for loop, but then going to say for I v in pairs. This is why I said naming is important, because the names, let me get rid of that. So that's why I said the names are important. You guys see how the names of the folders, how the names of the folder and the name of the text labels literally match aside from the text label part. But more importantly, you guys see how the text label, the text matches exactly the exact name of the folder. That's the real important thing, really. Not really the name of the text label, it's more so the text of the text label. But yeah, that's why I said it's important. So we're gonna use a for loop. I'm gonna say character GUI, get children, right? And then we're gonna say if v is a text label and the find first child selected number. I don't know if you guys may have other buttons and stuff. Whatnot. I just wanted to account for that just in case. So I'm just gonna make sure that it's specifically a character changing property, character property to be changed text label, if that makes sense. All right. Then enter, you're gonna say v dot left arrow button dot mouse button one click, right? Connect function, right? Close parentheses, enter. And then you're going to say character event fire server. In quotation marks, you're going to put customization as the name of the event. Then comma, you're going to set over the name of the change. So this is we're going to be considered the change name. So whatever you're trying to change. comma, then in quotation marks, we're going to put either plus or minus. So since this is the left arrow mouse button, which means we're decreasing, we're going to put a minus sign, right? Then comma v dot selected number dot value, right? And so that we know, like, okay, that since, so we know, okay, first things first, we know, okay, the player wants to change, say, their shirt, okay, and then they want to go down, and then we're gonna have the selected number. So okay, they're at 1, they want to go down, so, or sorry, they're at 2, they want to go down, so they're going to 1, right? That's how it's gonna work. And also I made it so that the server, in a sense, it also works, it verifies it. Like, what I mean by that is, like, a player can't keep pressing the arrows and, like, it'll just keep going through. It will only cycle through for as ever many amounts there are inside of the folder and stuff. Like, there, it won't go to like there won't be a fourth option available for any of these, since there's only 3 options for each folder, if that makes sense. There's only 3 for each one, so it won't go to like a fourth, or nor will it go to like 0, -1 and stuff like that, right? So since we're done with that, we can go ahead and copy and paste this. It's gonna save so much time by copying and pasting. So then Control V changes to right arrow button, and then you're gonna want to set this minus to a plus, and then that's it for that. Then you're gonna go after this and you're gonna say else if V is a text button. This is for the finish button, right? And then else if V is a text button and v.name is equal to notation marks finish button. Again, just accounting for the fact if you guys have other buttons. Then let's say v.mouse button click connect function close parentheses enter, right? And then I'm gonna do that, but anyway, okay. So v.mouse button one click, right? Then I'm gonna say workspace dot current camera dot camera type. We're gonna set it back, so enum dot camera type is equal to custom. Then I'm gonna say character GUI dot enabled is equal to false. Then I'm gonna say player dot character dot walk speed. We're gonna set that back to 16, right? And of course, by default, if you didn't know already, you should disable reset on spawn. My fault for actually forgetting to mention that. So I do plan to add like a tween to smoothly close it out. It's gonna be like a fade in. It's gonna like fade in and fade out and stuff, instead of just it just disappearing. And so I plan to add that in like part 2 and stuff. We're gonna make gradual improvements to the system. But yeah, so just like that, guys, we are done with that part, with the finished part so far. Now what we're gonna do is just the on client changes. So we're gonna say character event on client event connect function, right? Then in parentheses you're gonna put event type comma arg1 for argument number 1 and arg2 for argument number 2, right? Then I'm gonna say if event type is equal to in quotation marks customization enter. Then I'm gonna say local change type is equal to argument 1 change. The type is, you know, if it's what's it called, is if it's increase or decrease. Change name is the actual change, like shirt, pants, height, hair, whatever. So local change name is equal to argument number 2, right? Then I'm gonna use the for loop again. I'm gonna say for I comma v pairs. I'm gonna say character GUI get children enter. You're gonna say if v.name is equal to change name dot in quotation marks text label. This is why I said the naming of the text label as well as the text itself is very important. This is why, because I made it so in a sense it's automated. All you would have to literally do is just add the UI, add the IDs and stuff. You wouldn't really have to change the code. Well, unless like you're adding in like, you know, like accessory changes, like stuff I didn't include, if that makes sense. Anyway, so for this we're gonna say if change type is equal to in quotation marks, you're gonna put plus, right? Then enter, you're gonna say v dot selected number. You know something? Now that I really think about it, wait a minute, hold on. Hold on. Y'all gotta give me a second. I'm just gonna think real quick. I'm really trying to think. Is if none, you never know. I'll think about it later. Anyway, so v dot selected value is, we're gonna say plus equal 1, right? Then we'll say v dot selected number text label dot text is equal to what we just did. So we selected number dot value, boom, right? And then you're just gonna copy this, so Control C and go after enter. You're gonna say else if change type is equal to in quotation marks minus enter, paste it. Then this time you're just going to set this to minus equal, right? And so that, guys, we are done with the local script. Now we can move on to the server script, right? We're already halfway done, so you know, it's great to see. So we can wait. Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something now. Oh, no, no, I think I'm good anyway. So we're gonna insert a server script onto the server script service. You're going to rename that server script to character script in parentheses put server. Then you're going to delete print hello world. We're gonna make a couple variables. First, let's get the insert service. I know I've like rarely ever used this, but this is how we're gonna get the player's shirt and pants and stuff. We're gonna do game get service insert service, right? Then I'm gonna, of course, I'm just copy and paste the character event remote character remote event. Just copy and paste this, right? So we're just gonna Control C, Control V. Actually, I just remembered something. I actually forgot to do this before the video, but anyway. So you want to disable. I mean, you want to re-enable this, right? So you can really say, you can go down here. Hold on. You can really go down here and then say starter. GY. You're gonna do the same exact thing. You're just gonna say set core reset button back, then put a comma and set to true since the player is done customizing. Anyway, let's go back here. Then we're gonna create a variable for the ID folder. We're gonna say local ID folder is equal to game.server storage or child ID folder, right? Then I'm gonna say character event on server events connect function in parentheses. You're going to put a launcher for the player, then event type, comma arg1, comma arg2, comma arg3, yeah, then enter, right? And then you're going to create a variable for the player's character. You're going to say local character is equal to player.character, as you're going to be making the changes on the server side, of course. Then I'm going to say if event type is equal to in quotation marks customization, then enter. Then you're going to create variables for all the arguments. You're going to say local change name is equal to arg1, then local change type is equal to arg2, and lastly local selected number is equal to argument number 3, right? Then I'm going to use the for loop. I'm going to say for iv in pairs. I'm going to say id folder get children, enter, right? You're going to say if v.name, this is why I said the naming is very, very, very important, is equal to change name into, then you're going to use the second for I loop. You're going to say for I2 v2 in pairs, and then you're going to say v get children. Please pay attention because I know a lot of people get confused when I use multiple for I loops in one. Then enter, right? Then you're going to say if change, make sure you're using the right one too. You're going to say if change type is equal to quotation marks plus and v2.name is equal to toString. And you convert this to a string, selected number plus 1 since this is increase or plus sign whatever. Enter. You're then going to say if character find first child change name, which means this is only going to work for shirts and pants. We're going to have to do height and skin a little differently, but yeah. So we're going to say, so if you can find it, then we're going to use another if statement. We're going to say if character, find first child change name, if character find first child change name, then wait, I just realized. Oh, actually, I don't even need that. I'm doing the same thing over. Okay, anyway, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do character. We're gonna do character regular brackets change name. I literally be noticing stuff when I be typing it. I'm making videos anyway. So we're gonna destroy it, like whatever they had originally. We're gonna destroy it and then replace it. So I'm then gonna say local asset is equal to insert service. You're going to say load asset in parentheses. You're going to say v2.name, right? Then, or sorry, not v2.name, v2.value, right? Then you're gonna say asset regular brackets change name, and then you're going to parent it to the player's character, so it's equal to character, right? Then after that, we're going to add an else if. We're going to say else if change name is equal to skin, right? Also change name is equal to skin. Then if character find first child body colors, right? Enter. So if we find it, then we're going to say character dot body colors destroy so we can replace it. I thought this would be easier than it'd be easier to make the body colors inside of the folder and just set the properties rather than setting it via a script. I feel like that would just honestly be easier. Then we're gonna clone the body colors we already have set. So we're gonna say local body colors is equal to dang, I'm tripping. Body color. Oh, sorry, is equal to v2 clone. Then you're gonna say body colors dot name is of course equal to body color, so we can destroy it whenever the player is trying to change it. Then we're gonna say body colors dot parent is equal to not workspace, sorry, player's character, right? And then for our last else if, we're simply just gonna say else if change name is equal to in quotation marks. You're going to put height, enter, make sure okay we're good. So you're gonna change the height, and then you're going to say character scale to, and then you can put v2 dot value, right? And then lastly, the last part you're gonna go after you're gonna skip one end, go after that, and then you're simply just gonna say character events fire client. Sorry, character event. Make sure you do fire client singular, not plural. Player in quotation marks. You're going to put customization for the name of the event, comma, and then for this in quotation marks you're gonna put plus, of course. Then comma change name, right? Now that was a lot, but see, here's the great thing: we literally can copy and paste this entire thing. That's the great part. So you're literally just going to you could just do it like this. You're gonna copy and paste, Control C, right? You're gonna go after this. You're gonna go after the event part. You're gonna say else, Control V, boom, right? And then all we're going to do is just change this to minus, change that to minus, change this to minus. That's all we're gonna do, right? And I must have done something wrong. I think I added an extra n by mistake. Yeah, there we go. I added an extra n. So if you had the error, then just delete that. But anyway, yeah. And just said that, guys. We are, I believe, I hope so. We're done. I'm gonna test to make sure everything, of course, works, of course. Anyway, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So as always, guys, if you guys want access to any of my scripts or models, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description and stuff. Shout out to I think his name Milgilus. I think he just bought my one of my newest memberships. So shout out to him. I appreciate him. But okay, so let's go ahead and get to testing this. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to delete my I'm going to delete this part right here, yeah. So it's because it's an overlap. It's an accessory over my skin, so you wouldn't be able to tell if my skin color was changing or not. So if I change the shirts, boom, it's a little lopsided, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So as you guys can see, we can change shirts perfectly fine. Boom, it's updating the value, and I'm able to cycle between them. Pants is working perfectly fine too. Boom, I'm able to change between my pants. Then skin, boom, as you guys can see, I can change skin tones, easy, right? Then height, boom, I can, get taller, shorter, stay in the middle, whatnot. And lastly, click finish, boom, I'm able to walk around now. There you go, and I can reset my, interesting. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, there you go. I just found an error. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so this function was working fine. Okay, so I meant to do character.humanoid dot. I meant to do humanoid dot. I meant to do character.humanoid. My fault. Right, dot walk speed. There we go. And then that should fix that issue. I'm gonna test to make sure, but it should fix the issue. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I already know there's gonna be people who need help. So if you need help, search why I said Cora. Game is search. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Oh my, I'm actually stupid. Okay, I'm actually just gonna yeah, I'm just gonna copy and paste that over and then just set this to true. I'm so stupid. I literally didn't realize. Anyway, okay, so yeah, if you need help, join my Discord server, link found in the description. Create a post, and there we go, everything works now. Create a post inside of scripting support. Me or one of my helpers will be with you guys soon and stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna hit you guys with a part 2 to show this video lots of love, and I got y'all with data saving, so it saves. I got y'all with accessories, hats, hair, and all that stuff. Thank you guys for all the love and support I'm showing. Show the video lots of love, and I got y'all with a part 2. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.